Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Tupac Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Today I'm going to talk about this new U.S. law that's signed and is sending shockwaves across the Caribbean and the greater diaspora, particularly in the Caribbean where millions rely on remittances to survive. No, you might say, what does that have to do with you? But just hear me out, right? Let's get into it. Jamaican families across the diaspora are bracing for financial strain after what the U.S. government signed into what they call the Big Beautiful Bill last week. The EU legislation slapped a 3.5% federal surcharge on all remittances sent from the U.S. to anywhere. That means less money in the pockets of struggling households across the region. So yes, it does affect us as well. While the American government claims the surcharge will fund border security and curb illegal immigration, critics say it's just another blow to immigrant communities and those they support back home. Now, let's put it into perspective. Jamaica receives nearly US $3.5 billion per year in remittances, most of it from Jamaicans living in the United States. That money makes up 17 to 20% of Jamaica's entire gross domestic product. In simpler terms, remittances are keeping food on tables, paying for school fees, and covering rent for thousands of Jamaican families.
Have a material effect, and I don't think it is something that can be understated. But in the interim, I expect that non-citizens looking to send money back home will have to utilize more formal and non-traditional channels, and remittance companies may also have to absorb some costs and potentially accept a few thinner margins.
The decision is expected to ripple through Jamaica. Remittances from overseas workers, particularly those in the United States, account for nearly 20% of the country's GDP.
Any adverse effects from that expected fall in remittances, which help many families with their day-to-day household expenses.
No. With this new surcharge, those families may see less cash arriving while prices at home, they continue to rise. I mean, Jamaica is not for the weak, it's not for the poor. We're going to talk about that as well. Economists warn this could spark a ripple effect across the island's economy, especially in low-income communities that rely heavily on support from the diaspora. And I'm sure it's the same across the Caribbean and also the African diaspora. This policy raises an even bigger question. Should Caribbean governments be doing more to protect their citizens from foreign financial policies? And is it time we build stronger independent economies so we're not so vulnerable to external shocks? So really looking at it, this is more than just policy. This is people's survival, and for a region so deeply connected to its diaspora, this development demands urgent attention. And attention now. I'm Whitney Mckoy, reporting for the African Diaspora News Channel. We'll keep following the story. We'll let you know what's going on. Until next time, be sure to stay connected.